What up, sexy people? What's going on? Speaking of sexy, V. Oakley is waxing, downstairs. She's trimming up her oregano bush. Look at that. Now she says she must have trimmed too much this past year because her herbs are crazy now. Woo! Woo! That's a lot. That's a lot. Angel P is in the house. We were just on the phone and we both had to go pee, not as in Angel P. And I thought, well, now that we're done peeing, eating lunch, and taking OJ, get your fat ass down. That's tape. Okay, where was I? So got done peeing, washing my hands. Erica's feeling sexy. V. Oakley says she's got something downstairs that smells great too. Oh yeah, here we go. Walking Dead. Thought you were going to say, hey, what's up, you sexy bitches? Every day we got Sailor in here. Well, I can tell you right now, I'm going to go ahead and cut to the chase about how disgusted I am with this little white ass cracker. And I can say those words because I am white. If you have seen my DNA, okay, from Pat K, when she gave me that ancestry kit, I can say all the bad things I want to say about white people because it is verified. Okay? It is verified. I am as white as can be. You put me against a piece of Wonder Bread, well, the only difference is I have freckles and hair. Okay? That's it. That is it. Well, let's go ahead and tell everyone good afternoon. V. Oakley said Wonder Bread Brooks. Well, that's Pat K's fault, and I still think that she might have manipulated the results. You never know about her. You never know. Okay, so this very nice woman who works at the Target or as Daisy says, the targets. On Monday, she's just doing her job. Okay? That's all she's doing. She's doing her job. This woman comes in and has no business being in the baby section where Jeannie Beeman is working. But Michaela Ponce decided to go over there because something that Jeannie Beeman had on caught her eye and offended her. Now, how the hell do you get that offended at the Target when you see a little old lady working? Let's look at what she did and how she decided to talk to her.
Sure.
Yes, yes, I know.
Are you stupid?
No,
Why the would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt.
we
You
don't.
support a racist.
A viral confrontation.
Okay, that's part of it. Okay, that's part of it. It actually gets worse. Okay? Okay? At Target, you don't just have to wear the smock. You don't have to wear dress blues like you're in the Air Force. You wear a red shirt. And also remember, this lady is there working for basically next to nothing. And they're like, yeah, instead of us spending our Target money on getting you a uniform, yeah, just wear a red shirt. We don't care. She had one red shirt, and it's the Charlie Kirk shirt. It just says freedom on the front, and it's got a flag on the side, and there's a flag on the back. I don't care if it was the Brazilian flag. This bitch had no reason to bother her. Okay? Jeannie Beeman is 72 years old. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Tea Party, Libertarian, whatever you want to identify as, in quotes. I think we can all agree that our senior citizens are shit on all the time. Okay? They are. Medicare sucks. It really does. That's the reason they have to have a supplement. Social Security is not anything like it's supposed to be. And that's the reason that you see so many nice old ladies and gentlemen that are door greeters and are doing things around the store. Some do it because they like to, some because they have to. And this whore comes marching in and talks to her that way.
The Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes, yes, I know.
Are you stupid?
No,
Why the would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt.
we
You
don't.
support a racist.
A viral confrontation at a Target in Chico, California has drawn national attention and over $100,000 in donations for the employee involved. The video, which is circulated widely across social media, shows an exchange between a Target worker and a customer, questioning the appropriateness of her red Charlie Kirk t-shirt while on duty. Since the video went viral, a crowdfunding campaign on GiveSendGo, set up in support of the employee, now colloquially known as Jeannie from Target, has raised over $110,000. The GiveSendGo page says the goal is to raise enough money to allow the employee to take what organizers describe as a much-needed vacation, so she can take time to relax, recharge, and step away from what they call the ugliness surrounding the incident. In the video, the employee remains calm and attempts to disengage as the confrontation escalates, while the person filming questions her choice of clothing and accuses her of supporting racist views. The Chico Police Department has confirmed it is actively investigating the incident. Enloe Health, where the person filming the video reportedly works, said in a statement, "We are deeply concerned about the tenor of this post and the response it is creating from individuals of all political persuasions. We ask for patience and calm as we conduct our own internal investigation." Currently, extremely high call volumes related to this.
Who would get political when you're just strolling into the Target to pick up something. Who would get political? Lisa A said, "Oh, my blood is boiling." Yeah. True Crime Beat said, "Leave the Target worker alone." Idiots. Total idiots. But the plot thickens, my friends. Okay? The plot thickens. The plot thickens. You see, old Michaela Ponce, she is active on many platforms. She's got them all. She's got the Insta. She's got the Facebook. She's got the Twitter. She's got the TikToks. She's got all of it. And on every one of them, she puts where she works, in Low Health. Well, guess who got fired yesterday? Michaela Ponce. Why, you ask? Should you get fired because you were being an asshole to a 72-year-old woman at the Target? Well, they finally did, because they said she cannot be in any way, shape, or form in charge of patient care because a majority of their patients are elderly.
And calm as we conduct our own internal investigation. Currently, extremely high call volumes related to this post are overwhelming Enloe switchboard and clinic phone lines, negatively impacting our patients. The viral incident has captured the attention of many, including some popular conservative figures. In a post on X, Andrew Colvett, a spokesperson for Turning Point USA, expressed support for the Target employee who was, quote, needlessly harassed for honoring Charlie. He went on to ask for help in contacting this woman, whom he says he'd love to personally thank and send gifts. Conservative media personality Benny Johnson also spoke up on the situation, reposting the Target employee's viral Give Send Go fundraiser, saying that she deserves every penny. The confrontation comes amid heightened political tensions following the September 10th assassination of Charlie Kirk, which sparked widespread grief and concern over political violence.
Okay. And I certainly don't want my ass handed to me again, considering I did speak about Charlie Kirk's assassination, which was politically motivated. Still don't quite understand how that little weirdo that had the furry boyfriend did it all. But let's get to this, okay? Let's start with Enloe. All right. Once Michaela Ponce made her video. Now remember, she had plenty of time to think about this. See, she could have left Jeannie Beeman alone. And also, Jeannie Beeman is a recent widow. Her husband just passed away a couple months ago. Now, that enough would be enough for a woman her age to be like, yeah, I'm done with the rat race. I'm not going back to Target. I'm not working anymore. I don't care. She goes back to work. Okay? When Michaela, and she spells her name a different way, when she put it on TikTok and Instagram, and I mean, everywhere she could find, I guess she thought people were going to back her up on this and really go with like pitchforks and fire and say there's a racist working out the Target. What they didn't understand is that Michaela Ponce, she puts everything out. I mean, her social media is more active than Shanann Watts. Okay. I mean, she records her every move, and no disrespect to Shanann Watts. I'm just giving you a comparative. So when people saw that she worked for Enloe Health said the Chico Police Department is investigating a social media post on the personal account of an Enloe Health employee. We are deeply concerned about the tenor of this post and the response it is creating from individuals of all political persuasions. We ask for patience and calm as we conduct our own internal investigation of this matter. In the meantime, we are relying on the expertise of the Chico Police Department to investigate any potential criminal activity or threats related to it. Currently, extremely high call volumes related to this post are overwhelmingly increasing Enloe switchboard and clinic phone lines, negatively impacting our patients' ability to reach clinical staff. But if you wish to share a comment with Enloe related to this employee's social media post, please email us at share@enloe.org, or you can call this number and you just leave a message. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Now I'm going to ask you all, do you think if a teacher applauds a school shooting, should that teacher still be a teacher? Do you think if a medical professional treats an elderly person in a horrible manner, should they be able to treat an elderly person? Listen, I don't care if they're taking their temperature or just checking them in. I don't really care. That's the question here. So let's get to this. It gets a little hairier.
Care worker from Orland is getting pushback for posting a video of her questioning a Chico Target employee about wearing a Charlie Kirk shirt while on the job. The North States News' Keith Jogonatis is outside the Target tonight with that story. Keith.
And Mike, that now viral interaction between those two women inside this Chico Target behind me has drawn a tsunami of both outrage and anger amongst many across the country.
Why are you taking my picture?
Why are you wearing that shirt? You're working.
A confrontation caught on camera inside a Chico.
She's just doing her job. She has on a red shirt, which was absolutely fine by her manager at the Target. Okay? At the Target. She says, why are you taking my picture? Like, why are you following me around? Like, if you're offended by my shirt, go to another department. I'm just putting up baby clothes. That's all I'm doing. I'm just putting up baby clothes. She calls her fucking stupid. She called her fucking retarded. She called her fucking racist. And that's probably all the F words I can say in this short period of time. I'll get to the rest of it.
Target spreading across the country. Longtime Orland resident Michaela Ponce recorded herself confronting a Target employee over wearing a red Charlie Kirk Freedom t-shirt at the store on East 20th. Ponce then posted the video to TikTok, and it went viral with reactions pouring in from across the country.
Doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes, yes, I know.
Are you stupid?
No.
Why the would you wear that? You're at work at Target.
Ponce can be heard criticizing and cursing at Target employee Jeannie Beeman over the decision to wear the shirt.
Whoever filmed it clearly thought this was going to be a gotcha moment.
This didn't necessarily pan out the way she must have been processing it.
New York writer Cassandra McDonald started a Give, Send, Go fundraiser.
She did. A woman from the New York Post saw this, and she started a Give, Send, Go to give Jeannie a vacation. Well, look at it now. $243,000 for Jeannie for being harassed at her job for wearing a t-shirt that one bitch didn't like. I say good for you, New York Post. Good. Good. Because now she has the choice to either absolutely retire or continue working at Target and have no fucks to give.
Pan out the way she must have been processing it.
New York writer Cassandra McDonald started a Give Send Go fundraiser for Beeman. It received over $100,000 in less than 48 hours.
I was pretty horrified. It was clearly an elderly woman being berated and cussed at while she's trying to do her job.
You see this video online, and your first reaction is what?
I was angry.
The local reaction is just as intense as online, with Durham resident Christy Doltz appalled at Ponce's lack of respect for an elder.
Never would any of my children speak to an elder like that. So that was like my first thought.
In a public statement Wednesday, Enloe Health CEO Mike Wiltermuth stated Enloe Health is in the process of conducting their own investigation, yet said the company could not disclose whether or not Ponce had been terminated.
Rest assured, the behavior depicted in this video does not mirror Enloe Health's core values, and we are committed to doing what is right by taking the actions necessary to protect our patients and community.
The Chico Police Department also releasing a statement saying in part, quote, "We have determined that the actions of the woman recording the video do not meet the threshold for criminal acts."
And Mike, I was finally able to get in contact with Jeannie Beeman a little less than 15 minutes ago. She told me she hopes that Michaela Ponce does not lose her job. She wishes no ill will on her, and she is extremely grateful for the outpouring of love shown from everybody in the United States. Reporting live in Chico, Keith Joganatis, the North States News.
The way that Jeannie Beeman handled this situation with grace, class, and courtesy. She just said, oh, I have to do my job. I'm not going to talk to you. Obviously, she felt threatened. Obviously, she knew that this woman could have easily have gone to talk to a manager and confronted the manager and said, you know, I'm offended that she's wearing this t-shirt. And then if Target has a brain in their head, they would have told the lady, get off the property now. Get off the property now. However, old girl, Michaela Ponce, she made it viral. Well, other people did. And, well, other things came out in her past. She's got a very bad criminal record. Okay? A very bad one. And both her and her husband and her daughter have a deep hatred for people that have never done anything to them. People they've never met, people they've never been around. This is probably the only one I can show because there's so many others that are 10 times worse. See, they have a thing where they would go around. This is Michaela Ponce with her husband, Jose Ponce. And the minute they see any sort of sticker that offends them, they take pictures and they post them. Okay, so this is one of her daughter flipping off the Trump sticker, classy. And this is one with her husband, and he's acting like someone's shooting him through the neck by a sticker that says something about Charlie Kirk. So some people would call this a hate crime. However, there's a different issue here. There's a different issue. You see, Jeannie Beeman does not want to press charges. She did not want Michaela to lose her job. Do you know what this woman said? She would prefer to sit, I'm going to cry, hang on. She would prefer to sit and talk with her because she said, I promise we're not that different. Who the fuck takes the time to do shit like this? Harassing a woman who's working. Harassing a woman who's working. Well, Turning Point USA came out. This is Pierre Wilson. He found out about this a couple days later. He said, I saw the video of the woman at Target who berated a worker for wearing a Freedom shirt honoring Charlie Kirk. I need to speak to it. The woman, by the way, Pierre Wilson is black. Okay? He's black. The racist Charlie, as people call him, has a lot of black friends. The woman working at Target was simply doing her job. She chose to wear a shirt that represents freedom, patriotism, and values millions of Americans believe in. That should not be controversial. That should not warrant harassment. That is America. Yet, this entitled woman felt empowered to shame her, confront her, and speak to her with arrogance as if she owns public spaces and gets to dictate what, well, he says conservatives. I would just say people. I'm getting tired of this left, right, liberal, conservative, Republican, all that stuff. People. People are allowed to wear, say, or believe. That mindset is exactly the problem. I'm just going to say people have grown comfortable thinking they can control culture, silence dissent, and bully everyday people into submission. Our friend Susan got one of those comments yesterday after our show on Next Topic with CLL. Someone said calling out bad behavior is now called bullying. So we have a situation like this where Jeannie Beeman is truly being harassed, publicly stalked. There's elder abuse. There's disorderly conduct. There's all kinds of stuff going on, and they're all crimes. Hence why I'm talking about it on the channel where we talk about crimes, if that makes sense. Do you see any crimes here? I do. Nufflin said, I thought Germany has problems. Well, Germany is about the size of one county in Texas. So I'm sure you have problems. But we have a lot more problems considering the vast amount of land and people. He said, I'm a black man. I work at Turning Point USA. I worked alongside Charlie. I knew him. Charlie was not a racist. Nothing about his message, his character, or his heart supports that lazy accusation. And I'm so glad he said that, because the minute you go after someone and you decide to put your own label on them, it's happened to me. Bitch, I'll take. Okay? I'll take a few of those names. But when you decide to label somebody as a racist, to be quite honest, that is a criminal act. You know why? Because you're invoking a potential crime to be done to them. You just slap that word on someone. Racist, 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 racist. You got a problem, man. You got a problem. Okay? I mean, you got a problem. And it is a very dangerous culture we have going on. He says, truth can be hard. That does not make it hateful. Truth is not hateful. Truth is the truth. What stood out most to me was how the Target worker handled herself. Well, she's from a different generation. She's from a different generation. She just didn't really give two fucks and walked away going, okay, I'm done talking to you. I'm going to wear my shirt and go back to work. That was pretty much it. Why are you taking pictures of me? Why are you following me around the store? Why are you bothering when I'm trying to work? That's what she basically said. And she just walked away. And obviously, the other chick just gave up. She remained calm. She stayed respectful. She did not escalate the situation. He says, I genuinely hope I get the chance to meet her one day and give her a hug because she represented grace under pressure better than most people could. As for the woman who confronted her, she deserves accountability. You do not get to shame strangers with confidence about a man you clearly do not know or understand. And I'm not even going to make this argument about Charlie Kirk. I don't give a rat's ass if she was wearing a red shirt that had the Roadrunner on it. Don't mess with people, especially the elderly. You don't mess with the elderly, and you don't mess with little kids. I can't tell you how many times I'm at the store and I go down an aisle and I see a bunch of hot mess in that aisle. I'm like, I'll come back around later. No, thank you. Not for me. I don't take pictures and go on TikTok and say, has this bitch even had a bath this month? Oh my God, this guy's wearing Crocs and pajama pants. The fuck going on around here? Not my business. I just go to the other aisle. He said, this is why the tide is turning. Americans are done being told to sit down, shut up, and comply. We love this country. We value freedom, and no amount of public intimidation is going to change that. Woo. Well, he took that to a different level. Oh, Poppy Red Mustang said, as long as she didn't overcharge me, I don't care what she's wearing. No. All right. Well, she gave her statement.
Regarding the viral video taken inside Chico's Target earlier this week, we told you yesterday that an Enloe Health employee was under fire for a video she posted of herself berating and swearing at a Target employee for wearing a Charlie Kirk Freedom shirt.
Action News Now reporter Bea Barbosa met with that Target employee and joins us live near Enloe Health. So Bea, this is a controversy.
And by the way, this news reporter is not that smart. I can tell you why. She's more concerned about the dress code for Target as opposed to what happened to Jeannie Beeman. Okay, that's really what she's concerned about. And I called Target headquarters to ask what's appropriate to wear. That's not the point. What's up, B. Hartley?
Controversial situation, and it is getting attention nationwide.
Yes, Haley, this all happened on Monday night and quickly went viral. I spoke with Jeannie Beeman, the Target employee, and she tells me she wasn't aware of the post until yesterday evening when police showed up to her front door to see if she was okay. Beeman says she was shocked by the encounter and did not expect that reaction over what she was wearing. This red shirt that says Freedom Charlie Kirk. I asked Beeman about concerns some have brought up over the shirt violating the company dress code.
He said they have no problem with it and stuff. So I was like, okay. They just wanted to make sure I was feeling okay and that I felt safe coming back to work.
How sad is that? Target reached out to her. They said, no, you can wear the shirt, but we just want to make sure you feel safe coming back to work. I'm going to drop the link and see if anybody wants to come up and talk about this. Nufflin said if Target doesn't have a uniform or dress code, she violated personal freedom. I don't really care what she was wearing. I really don't care what she was wearing. I don't care if she came in a thong bikini and she had her Target badge pinned to her forehead. That woman had no business bothering her at all. And customers don't get to speak to employees and ask them, why don't you have your smock on? How come you're not wearing khakis? How come you're not wearing uniform shoes that are OSHA approved. It doesn't work that way. You do your damn shopping and you get the hell out of there.
And stuff. So I was like, okay. They just wanted to make sure I was feeling okay and that I felt safe coming back to work. Yeah.
None of the management or anything said that you shouldn't wear that or that's not allowed, don't do it again, anything like that, right?
No, as a matter of fact, the STL, the one over the store, he's seen me wearing it. I've passed by him a lot of times and he never, they never said anything to me.
Enloe Health CEO Mike Wiltermude commented on the matter at a press conference this afternoon because the woman who filmed and posted the video, Michelle Ponce, works as a medical assistant at Enloe. He said Ponce's behavior in the video does not mirror Enloe's core values, and they are committed to doing what's right by taking actions necessary to protect their patients.
We are compelled, obviously, to respect people's civil rights, and there is the law. We have our own policies and procedures. We certainly encourage people to exercise their civil rights as they see fit, especially in their off-duty hours. But we also hope that people will have restraint and civility as they do so.
Wiltermude also asked that any comments be shared through a dedicated phone messaging system and not by calling their main switchboard, staff, or clinic offices. He said they have received more than 6,000 phone calls over the
6,000 phone calls. 6,000 phone calls. That's what that bitch did. 6,000 phone calls of people. She wanted everybody to side with her, because she was pissed off that the old lady at Target was wearing a shirt she doesn't agree with. So her place of employment, because it was easy to find, it's all over her Facebook, her Twitter, her Instagram, everything. They started calling going, hold on. You really let people work for you like this? On one hand, I agree with it. On the other hand, I'm like, unless you're a patient or you have a family member that's a patient, stay out of it. However, I don't think if you are in the healthcare profession, if you're that prejudiced against people that a t-shirt's going to upset you, you should be taking care of patients. That's just me. That's just my opinion.
Last couple of days, I reached out to Ponce for comment on the issue. She says she wants to apologize to Jeannie for her actions. Ponce's statement reads in part, quote, I did not handle the situation the way I should have. I allowed my emotions to take over instead of choosing restraint and empathy. That was my failure, and I own it. I regret my actions, and I am genuinely sorry for the harm they caused, end quote. As for whether or not Beeman was violating the company dress code, we checked, and Target does say unacceptable attire includes, quote, graphics, logos, or slogans that advocate for or against a political party or candidate for political office, but does not include content that relates to the terms and conditions of employment or that is otherwise legally protected.
It's a red shirt that says freedom, and it's got an American flag on it. Okay? That's what happened. And this is not the end of it. You see, Michaela Ponce, her husband Jose, and sadly, their young daughter, they have been pulling this stuff for a very long time. B. Hartley said she had that attitude. Imagine how she treats elderly patients. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about.
Yes. Why? Why are you taking my picture?
Why are you wearing that shirt? You're working. It's not
a
a
red
shirt.
shirt. I can wear any red shirt.
It's not a plain shirt.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Are you stupid?
No.
Why the would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt. You support a racist.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with
You're not. You should go get your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
That's your opinion.
No, the opinion is he's a racist and you support him.
That's your opinion, ma'am.
And you should not be allowed to wear that. This is going to be taken above your head.
She said, "You're fucking stupid. You're fucking retarded. This is going to be taken way above your fucking head," is what she said. Way above your effing head is what Michaela said. You know? Jeannie is just walking off trying to do her job. She's got to hang up the baby clothes. Hell, she stepped on one. And she tells her, "Well, that's your opinion." No, it's not racist. I'm not being racist. I've got on a shirt that says freedom. I've got on a shirt that has an American flag on it. That's it. How can you be offended by that? What is wrong with you?
That's insane. 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 Piece of shit.
What's wrong with you people?
So the chick that recorded herself going inside of a Target and harassing an elder.
And as she's walking away, Michaela doubles down and calls her a piece of shit. Now, please remember, Jeannie just recently lost her husband.
Early lady while she was working just because she was wearing a red Charlie Kirk shirt. Yeah, she dirty deleted that video. You weren't ready for that heat that came your way, were you? Buckle up, Buttercup, because here comes some more. Because I don't know when you people are going to learn that you are not that difficult to find. So this is her page, and as you can see, she uses her full legal name as her username. And of course, she lives in California. And of course, she is a healthcare worker. Would you trust this to be your nurse or doctor? That's her husband, by the way. His name is Jose, and she definitely likes him older. But anyways, I went ahead and called Enloe Health in Chico, California to go ahead and express my concerns about their employee. And while I had them on the phone, I went ahead and asked them if they were aware of her lengthy criminal record. Things like disturbing the peace, battery against a spouse or a cohabitant, criminal threats, violation of protective orders, assault with force likely to cause great bodily injury, abuse or endangerment of the...
Listen to all the charges that Michaela Ponce has on her. Violating protective orders. I mean, you name it. One thing after another. But she's offended by a t-shirt? She's offended by a t-shirt? Listen to all this.
What's wrong with you people?
So the chick that recorded herself going inside of a Target and harassing an elderly lady while she was working just because she was wearing a red Charlie Kirk shirt. Yeah, she dirty deleted that video. You weren't ready for that heat that came your way, were you? Buckle up, Buttercup, because here comes some more. Because I don't know when you people are going to learn that you are not that difficult to find. So this is her page, and as you can see, she uses her full legal name as her username. And of course, she lives in California. And of course, she is a healthcare worker. Would you trust this to be your nurse or doctor? That's her husband, by the way. His name is Jose, and she definitely likes him older. But anyways, I went ahead and called Enloe Health in Chico, California to go ahead and express my concerns about their employee. And while I had them on the phone, I went ahead and asked them if they were aware of her lengthy criminal record. Things like
lengthy criminal record. So basically, the icing on the cake is picking on elderly people on top of everything else she's done in her past. And hey, I believe everybody has a past. I mean, everyone does. That's all there is to it. You learn from your mistakes and you move on. You go shopping at the Target, and then you get your stuff and you go home. You don't need to assault people in the store.
Disturbing the peace, battery against a spouse or a cohabitant, criminal threats, violation of protective orders, assault with force likely to cause great bodily injury, abuse or endangerment of the health of a child. And then we round it out with contempt of court. That is who they're entrusting their patients with, though? What happens if a patient says that they support Trump or Charlie Kirk? These are questions that I would be asking if I was an employer of hers, because that what if could very easily turn into a malpractice suit. Just things to consider if I were them. This is fun. Have a day.
Michaela, shame on you. Shame on you for harassing a woman who's at work. She is an older woman at work trying to make money. Who cares if she has on a Charlie Kirk t-shirt? That's her business. And if she wants to wear it, she can wear it. And I fully support her. In fact, I think that we should find out who she is. And I think that we should start a GoFundMe for her so she can retire and not be harassed by liberals like you. You are harassing a woman at work because you don't like her t-shirt. Grow up. Shame on you. Charlie Kirk wasn't racist. Having people be held accountable for the bad behaviors and expecting them to be productive members of society is not being racist. I don't know where you guys came up with this, that everybody's racist, everything. It's not. It's not racist to expect accountability. Not at all. Shame on you, girl. That's disgusting behavior. And I promise you, if that was a woman, like say my age, wearing that t-shirt, you wouldn't have said shit because you would have been a coward. If that were a grown man, you wouldn't have said shit. But because she was an elderly woman and you thought that you could harass her, you went and ran your mouth to her.
Y'all liberals still don't get it, do you? Your cancel culture era is over. It is starting to backfire.
And again, I'm going to speak for myself. I'm only playing this video to show people's reactions. I'm tired of the words. I'm tired of the labels. I'm tired of it. Just say, you people. You people don't seem to get it. You're not just going to cancel somebody because they're at work wearing a t-shirt. You people are not going to disrupt my day because of whatever hair up got your ass. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. And the only reason Michaela Ponce didn't get a charge is because, well, Jeannie Beeman said she didn't want her to lose her job. She didn't want her to get in trouble. She really just wants to sit down and talk to her because I mean, her feelings are hurt. She said she did me wrong, but two wrongs don't make a right.
Spectacularly, and I for one say it is long overdue. The way we saw Michaela Ponce treat that senior citizen employee at Target who was simply wearing a Charlie Kirk Freedom shirt goes to show just how bold many of you have become and how you think there will be no consequences for treating people this way. For the past decade plus, you've used every tool at your disposal to try to silence, harass, berate, shame, and belittle individuals who you disagree with politically, and now you're starting to find out the other shoe is starting to drop. And again, like I said before, with very good reason, and it is long overdue. See, many of us out there, we are tired of this treatment, and we've turned the other cheek for so long now at this point that you think that you have the ability to go out and harass and belittle and demean senior citizens and then post a video of that online and thinking that you're going to have more individuals on your side come to your defense than individuals who will call out that bad behavior. And you are starting to find out in excruciating fashion that is no longer the case and never has been the case. And many of us on the right are starting to find our voices and push back against what you have done to us over these past several years. So enjoy this for what it is. Realize what you have done. You've done this to yourself. You brought this on yourself. So enjoy the blowback. Enjoy the other shoe dropping because like I said before, like I'll keep saying again, it is long overdue. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Woo. Okay, at this point, it was $142,000.
Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe.
It's crazy, and it's going on a lot. Let's look at this. This is a totally different store and a totally different day. Here we have an elderly woman. She's got her walkie-talkie. Okay. She's the Walmart greeter. She's explaining to people that the electronics are down. So basically, you better have cash only.
Medical issue?
Yes,
What's your medical issue?
it's none of your business.
Well, I'm a nurse. I'm just wondering why you're unbelievably rude. Have you had a stroke?
She can be rude. She's an old lady. She can be as rude AF as she wants to be. She's like, I'm a nurse. What's your medical condition? You're extremely rude. All she's telling her is the cash registers are shut down. Well, I'm a nurse, so you're just extremely rude. Okay, I'm about to get some old ladies to go take care of these bitches. Okay.
Nurse, I'm just wondering why you're unbelievably rude. Have you had a stroke? Because at least that makes more sense. No, I'm being straight.
Are they still down, Rachel?
I want you to call a manager up here.
Rachel, a woman wants to speak with a manager.
Much nicer with Rachel.
Okay. We actually have a little context here. Put up the picture full mass. I'm thankful to the poster who decided to provide some narrative for us. So the person who posted the video said, quote, this poor Walmart employee, Donna, who was always a sweetheart, greeting customers, was harassed by a Karen for doing her job. She was letting everyone know that the registers were down and that we may not have wanted to shop because of it, but the Karen didn't like that and decided to be mean. I would be so thankful that if the person at the front door said, listen, all the technology is down, which probably means if you don't have cash, you're about to spend 30 minutes to an hour shopping for absolutely no reason. Okay, so good stuff. And I'm sure she was told by management, make sure people are aware when they come in, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, unfortunately, we live in a country, and I got to say this because I always think of this when I walk into a place and I see folk outside greeting, typically those who are elderly among us. They're not there because they want to be there. They're there because many of them have to be, because we have a country that literally doesn't give a damn about them. There's nowhere in the hell they should have to actually work unless they wanted to. Okay. All right, Francesca, thoughts here?
Yeah, no, I mean, same. You're immediately struck by how old this greeter is and how, I mean, look, probably young at heart and clearly knows her own, you know, rights in the terms of like, she's not going to answer this Karen's like, well, what's your medical condition? Shut up, lady. Like, I'm none of your business. I'm here doing my job. I'm telling you the registers are down. Sorry, I didn't do it in the like Karen whispery tones that you would have liked that sort of massage your ego. I mean, this is just people looking to get mad at nothing, at a poor old lady working a job that she truly shouldn't have to work. And yes, like there was recent stats about the number of, you know, people over the age of like 75 who are like still full-time employed, again, not by their choice. But yeah, of course, a Karen is going to always punch down. That's what Karens do. They're going to pick on people who they could take, right? Ooh, big scary. And in this case, it's a woman who's trying to be helpful. I don't get it, Doc. Like, make it make sense. They don't like being talked to. Yeah, that's it. Just like, they don't want to live in a society. Don't talk to me.
Right. Like, what are you mad at? You mad at courtesy? You're upset because you got a courtesy. Okay. All right. We see how that goes.
Horrible. Horrible. You don't treat people that way. You damn sure don't treat children, animals, unless you're defending yourself, or old people that way. But yeah, I mean, there's been some questions. What happened with the girl's job? Well, as I put up before, they said if you have an issue, send it to them. They did terminate her employment yesterday. Tons of pictures of hers are going around. that are horrific. I mean, horrific. And I'm not the employer. I don't write the check. If you don't like someone's clothing at a store, either you walk out of the store and go somewhere else, or I guess you could go and ask a manager. What did she expect Jeannie Beeman to do? Take the shirt off in the middle of the store? I don't think so. But Turning Point USA did speak out, and yes, they have put a lot of money into the Give, Send, Go.
She works at Target. She's wearing a Charlie Kirk show, or a Charlie Kirk shirt, a red one, because it's Target. Apparently you were able to wear a red shirt at Target. And she gets verbally accosted by this lunatic person.
It's a time traveler from 2020, basically.
Yeah, it felt like BLM all over again.
Just these awful people. Cameras were a mistake
and
for a lot of people.
She posted, I know.
She posted it herself.
Hang on, let me put the link up. I don't know what's going on. Retro said no Turning Point shirts at Target. I mean, they actually sell Turning Point merchandise. And Jeannie, who is 72 years old, she wasn't the only person there that was wearing one. All right, here's a link again.
Oh, she posted it's really okay. So this story
thought it made her look awesome.
This story has many twists and turns. Let's go ahead and play the original accosting clip, the harassment clip, 222.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes, yes, I know.
Are you stupid?
No.
Why the would you wear that? You're at work at Target.
Who the hell would roll up on somebody doing their job and call them a fucking retard, fucking stupid, all those type of things? I mean, come on. Because she's got on a shirt that says freedom and has an American flag on it. Come on. Susan, will you grab the link? I can't imagine why anybody would think this is okay. Like I said, I've gone down aisles before and I'm like, damn, they got a lot of noisy kids. I'll come out this section later. Or, oh my gosh, the checkout line's way too long. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
I can't hear you.
This thing's not doing well. I said I'm baking cookies and I'm taking a break. I got a couple more batches to go. What's up?
Oh, nothing. I'm just going through all this stuff that happened to this poor woman that's just doing her job at Target, and I don't even know why the other woman thought she was making a point by putting this on TikTok saying,
I think she was going to try and whip everybody into a frenzy and shame this woman, and I don't understand it. It's just a shirt. It can't do anything to you. Look away. I don't understand it.
I mean,
when somebody wears something offensive that I don't like, I just turn my head. There's plenty of them that are nasty sayings with them, and Lord, you know what people wear to Walmart.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah. I mean, and she works at Target. And they're like, yeah, wear any, red shirt you want. They're trying to cut costs. And so they're like, yeah, just wear a red shirt. Everybody knows she wears the shirt. Everybody knows. They also, there's 3 or 4 other.
I don't understand the problem then. If her boss doesn't have a problem with it, I don't understand why this woman thought she could walk up and start a fight with her for a shirt.
I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I mean,
I could see her being upset if it had something racially offensive or something like that, but it's a red shirt that said freedom.
it's a red shirt that says freedom, and it's got a flag.
Was there something else written on it that I didn't see? I wasn't watching.
Nope, not at all. Matter of fact, you know, one of the managers actually gave it to her as a gift after her husband died.
So by that argument, you could have a problem with Joe Biden shirt or Bernie Sanders or Martin Luther King. Where do you draw the line?
Well, I mean, Target says you can't wear like any sort of like political shirt that's for or against. And she has on a shirt that says freedom, and Charlie
Freedom.
Kirk.
Since when is freedom a political thing? I thought we lived in America, the home of the free. No, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Is that political?
I kind of thought we were all on that one, but that's the reason I said, I mean, I skipped over so many different things in these articles. I don't want to say these different words. People, 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 people. That's it.
I hate labels. I really do.
No one's going to label me. And I've been labeled, I can't tell you how many times. Yeah. Oh, but I thought you were this. I thought you were that. You don't know.
I'm allowed to change my mind. Mm-hmm. People look for a reason to be offended. They should join my club. I'm the founder. Well, no, I'm a charter member of Poop. People offended by offended people. I don't like it.
Woo, girl, what's up? That's what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous.
They look for a reason to be offended, and life is too short, girls.
It is.
Let it go. Let it go.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let's pretend you were working at the Target that day that Jeannie was hanging up the baby clothes, and you had on a red t-shirt that said freedom on it, and someone who obviously knows a lot about Charlie Kirk, knows a lot, okay, and decided to follow you around the store with her cell phone on and call you all those names, what would you have done?
I would say, talk to my manager. You can't. You're on company time. You can't argue with them. You're just gonna have to get your manager. That's all you can do. You have no power.
That's exactly what she did. She just said, "Okay, that's your opinion," and she just kept doing her job. I mean, and this is the one who has been.
She did exactly what she should have done. I don't see how they can fault her for it.
No, I mean, Jeannie's fine because Jeannie did exactly what she should have done. She just got back to work. I mean, Jeannie Beeman, she just got back to work. She had notes. She was like, well, that's her opinion. She just got back to what she needed to do. She didn't want to deal with her. She even asked her, why were you taking my picture? She didn't realize she was being videoed and that she was going to be put on TikTok and all of these different platforms. She didn't know that.
Trying to shame her. Yeah, trying to shame her. Get the pitchforks and the torches. We got to go to there and boycott them. I can hear it now.
Let's all go to the Target and beat up this lady. Let's please do it. That'd be so great. Wouldn't that make
this lady? She's on the same wavelength that's the DoorDash driver. People are just nasty anymore. I don't get it.
That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt. You support a racist.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he I'm
sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with
You're not. You should go get your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
That's your opinion.
No, the opinion is he's a racist and you support him.
That's your opinion.
And you should not be allowed to wear that. This is going to be taken above your head. That's insane. Insane.
This is
Well,
going to be
I
love how she says, it's not racist. Okay, have a nice day. I'm not going to sit here and argue. What a beautiful.
Absolutely.
I mean, goodness. I mean, what if somebody wears one of their 9/11 shirts? Are we racist if we wear one of those? They're going to think that we're picking on people that attack the country. Are you there, Susan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just saying, she raised kids. I'm not going to argue with a teenager.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't get it.
Beautiful response to a crazy person.
That witch. Oh my god.
I mean, just nasty. And so, listen, there was a Give, Send, Go. I want to give a huge shout out to Cassandra Fairbanks, who messaged me about this and let me know that it was even a thing. And then she helped set up the Give, Send, Go. So go ahead and throw up $289. I actually don't know if this is the number, but they started trying to raise $50,000 just to bless this woman. And now it is over $200,000 raised.
Let me get the latest amount.
Yeah, find the latest amount. And Cassandra Fairbanks, you are a good human for doing this, and for just her name's Jeannie from Target, and it's from Chino or something. Anyways, what a sweet, sweet lady. She handled that with such grace and poise. And now somebody has found Jeannie and asked her a couple questions, and she just keeps winning hearts in my This is the heartbeat and the core of the character of America. And that's really what I think about it. Jeannie is a sweetheart. 273.
You know, people are calling for her to be fired for this. Do you think that that's right? Would you like that to happen?
No, I don't think that's right. Like one saying I have is, two wrongs don't make a right. You know, she wronged me, but I don't want to wrong her, or I don't want her wrong, because it's not going to make it right. I mean, that was her opinion. But she's the one that put it on Facebook or put it on that. So, you know, but I really wouldn't want to see somebody lose their job over it.
Very sweet.
Current total $220,277.
I think we took that screen grab this morning in show prep, so it has grown 8.
Okay, Retro has a question. What about calling somebody woke? I don't think that Jeannie called. I don't think Jeannie said anything to this woman. I mean, at all. She just told her that's your opinion, and she continued doing her job. I mean, is woke a bad word? If woke's a bad word, then new to me.
Still growing, and I see there's a few people, they do those parasitic ones that might, aren't the main one.
Do we have
the one
the
you
actual
want
link?
Is the one you want is givesendgo.com/Jeannie from Target, GEANIE, Jeannie from Target. It's also the one created by Cassandra Fairbanks.
Yep.
With funds to be received by Jeannie Beeman. And so
well,
that's the one you want.
God bless her. She's and by the way, she literally is trying to deny the money, and I don't think Cassandra's going to let her.
I don't know.
No, and that's how sweet this woman is. She's like, no, I don't want all this attention. I don't want. And I think we're sort of winning her over and trying to say,
you will accept our love.
You will accept our love. Let us bless you, you sweet lady. And I just love that she, first of all, has the courage to wear a Charlie Kirk show
Yes.
at Target in California in Chino. And by the way, Chino's got a lot of wingers, right wingers in it.
Yeah.
It's not like all of California is got no conservatives. Chino's got some conservatives. But so she's in there, she's wearing the shirt, she gets accosted, she gets wronged. Jeannie acknowledged that. She wronged me, sure. But she handled it with such grace and dignity. And then people are calling for this gal. You can show the give, send, go again. So the gal on the left is the woman that, with her phone up, she went and got her, started swearing in her face. And I love that it's red v blue too, which is kind of fun. So that she's a radical progressive who goes and thinks it's cool to go harass a woman that's probably in her 60s or 70s, who's minding her own business, just working a job at Target. How dare you? Like, honestly, I don't.
Okay, Retro Girl said she's going to start a GoFundMe for the lady who got fired.
And that's her prerogative. She can. I don't mind.
Yeah, have at it.
Yeah. If you want to do that, do that.
That were the medical professionals that said, listen, if you are going to be that offended by somebody wearing a shirt, then you can't, especially an elderly woman, you can't treat patients here. And that's it. They're an at-will employer and she's an at-will employee.
Yeah.
Save money for her. That's what you can do.
I don't think she should lose her job. I mean, if she, I don't know. If she's in charge of somebody and she wrongs people because of her political views, because of their political views, I don't think that's right.
Well, I'm sure she already had a ton of write-ups at work and things like that. I mean, look at her criminal record. I mean,
I didn't see her criminal record. To be honest, I was scrubbing dishes. I just had you on in the background. I'll have to be on rewatch. I don't know.
It's a wonder she snuck in the back door. I mean, hell, there was a guy from Red Fork, his last company. He got fired for something he said on social media. He might have thought it was funny at the time, but they said, we can't have you around people.
That's true. Yeah.
If that's really how you feel, we can't have you around people.
Fairbanks.
Yep.
With funds to be received by Jeannie Beeman. And so that's the one you want.
God bless her. She's, and by the way, she literally is trying to deny the money, and I don't think Cassandra's going to let her.
I don't know.
No, and that's how sweet this woman is. She's like, no, I don't want all this attention. I don't want. And I think we're sort of winning her over and trying to say,
you will accept our love.
You will accept our love. Let us bless you, you sweet lady. And I just love that she. First of all, has the courage to wear a Charlie Kirk show at Target in California in Chino. And by the way, Chino's got a lot of wingers, right wingers in it. It's not like all of California is got no conservatives. Chino's got some conservatives. But so she's in there, she's wearing the shirt, she gets accosted, she gets wronged. Jeannie acknowledged that. She wronged me, sure. But she handled it with such grace and dignity. And then people are calling for this gal. You can show the give, send, go again. So the gal on the left is the woman that, with her phone up, she went and got her, started swearing in her face. And I love that it's red v blue too, which is kind of fun. So that she's a radical progressive who goes and thinks it's cool to go harass a woman that's probably in her 60s or 70s, who's minding her own business, just work.
She's 72. And we can see from all of Michaela Ponce's social media, I'm not talking about her sharing things or saying like, what do you think about this? Spilling her thoughts. I'm talking about things that they do publicly. The minute that her husband, and sadly their daughter, they decide to get camera ready, the minute they see something they don't agree with. It's really
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
What's up, Angel P?
You can't harass people. That's not right.
No.
Okay, I've kept my mouth shut as long as I can, girl.
Hi, Angel.
So, hey, Susan. So, I'm going to try to say this without crying. Wait just a minute.
Just breathe, honey.
So, the more important thing to me is not so much that it's a Charlie Kirk shirt, okay? The more important thing to me is the disrespect that was given to the elderly lady. This elderly lady is why they say that these people are the best generation. These are people that have been raised that you honor and respect your elders. This lady today is a problem. She is an example of how society is today. And I don't care if she liked her shirt or not. It was none of her business. It was not her place. And I certainly could not have answered and acted the way that Jeannie did. And let some son of a bitch come and say something like that to me. I'm old too, and I'll kick them. I'll do whatever I have to do, because even defending somebody else, I'm sorry, that infuriates me. I have spent a long time of my 40 years of my career working with older people for a reason. These older people that are in facilities, or even if they're not, it makes their day if you just say hi to them, if you just give them a smile, if you just give them a short visit, if you take your hand and pat them on the shoulder or the back. You may be the only person that touches them all day. How dare you do it? I'm glad she lost her job. If she's a nurse, she's a piss poor example of a nurse. You treat everybody the same. And the nurse that came in complaining about the welcome lady, way to go, girl. You made yourself look like you don't be a nurse, and you made all nurses look bad. You're not a nurse. You're not a nurse. You don't deserve to be a nurse. Not only are you a liability issue, but this lady, she's a liability issue. She has no compassion. She's selfish. And I'm glad she got fired, especially if she's working with people in healthcare, such as a nurse, a medical tech, or something like that. Because guess what? If you will show your ass that bad in public, we really don't trust what this person would do in private when they're in the room with the patient by themselves. Do you think I go in there and go, are you a Republican or a Democrat? Are you a Christian or a non-Christian? Your answer depends on the way I'm going to treat you. Hell no. And I'm sorry if I'm loud, but the whole thing just pisses me off. How dare somebody do that? If you don't know that you're supposed to respect your elders and honor your father and your mother, except for, situations, I'm not talking about other people that have had problematic family members, then you are wrong. You are in the wrong.
I didn't realize she was a nurse.
They said healthcare. I don't know. I'm just saying.
She was a medical assistant, which basically means she takes patients to the room. She changes the rooms. Well, Ange.
Yeah. She has patient contact.
So if somebody was wearing that shirt and came into, would she not treat them?
I don't know. I'm just saying that, I'll be honest with you. There's really good nurses, and there's nurses, and you know that just show up and do the bare minimum. But if you got somebody this hostile towards somebody for whatever reason, as a charge nurse, I would write her ass up, or I would recommend she be terminated. You don't talk to people that way. That's not right.
I would be afraid of her being a liability.
Absolutely.
I think they're afraid that somebody might be mistreated by her. I mean, she made it loud.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't realize she was a nurse.
Well, I mean,
don't think there's not people that work with elderly that are hateful as hell to them and talk to them like that, because I've seen it. I've seen it, and they better not do it around me.
I've heard horror stories. Yeah,
I will report it, and I will confront them. I'm sorry. I'm very upset about this.
She shouldn't have the job.
Don't apologize for that.
I mean, if you look at her Instagram, she puts around, she's got a deep heart, and I don't think Charlie Kirk did it to her. I do not think that for a minute.
I don't care if she had on a picture of a naked woman. I mean, if I'm not her boss, I'm not in on the dress code. It's none of my business. More power to you, honey.
If her manager saw her with that shirt and they were okay with it, I don't understand where she gets off harassing.
Right. That's just a miserable person. That's just trying to make everybody else miserable. And and the other gal that said what she said was right. I'm so sorry. I'm so rattled. I don't remember who said it. But if it was a man or if it was a younger person, I bet she wouldn't have done the same thing. I don't know.
Probably not. Probably not. Because actions have consequences.
I mean, and she uses social media to do horrible things. I mean, look at this. This is, I don't understand this. I will never understand why someone celebrates someone's death. Now, if you're talking about Saddam Hussein, or if you're talking about Osama bin Laden, something like that, I could be like, yeah, I'm not losing sleep over that. Or if you're talking about the 1986 Act that Chuck Schumer put through, where we can actually bomb boats that bring, boats over full of drugs, and you're like, bye-bye, enjoy. But that's insane.
Yeah. This is not a right or left. This is a morality thing, I think.
That's what I'm
That's right, Susan. That's exactly right.
I can tell you, if I was walking to the store and I saw a any sticker of any kind, hell, I saw a Ron Paul sticker one time. I'm like, okay. Didn't even face me. Do you think I'm really going to sit there and be like, I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to put it for everyone to see how horrible this is? This person has that on their car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
People.
All right, I'm going to jump down, guys, because I get this stuff done.
Okay.
You got to make your cookies.
I am making cookies, and I'm cleaning up as I'm going, and it's a mess.
Oh, there you go. I got you. Enjoy.
Bye, guys. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
All right, let's look at it again. And maybe somebody will see something different than I've seen.
Work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt. You support a racist. No, the opinion is he's a racist and you support him.
That's your opinion.
And you should not be allowed to wear that. This is going to be taken above your head. That's insane.
Yeah, black.
She said this is going to be taken above your pay grade.
Wow, I can't imagine being that damn evil and mean to pick on somebody like that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But you're harassing this woman doing her job because you don't like the shirt she has on. How do you even know that this woman was not given this shirt as a gift? If you don't like for what it stands for, which is freedom and patriotism, then what does it matter to you?
Exactly. It's just uneducated bullshit. It's just stupid. There's no excuse for it. I just don't get it at all. If I'd seen that happening, I would have felt the need to intervene. Not in a violent way, but what are you doing?
Oh, I would have. I would have been like, leave her alone.
Right.
Are you kidding me? Leave her alone. Quit following her around the store because you don't like the attire she has on. She's doing a job. And she's like, this is going to go above your head. She wanted her to get fired. And now people are crying their eyes out, well, some people, about Michaela Ponce losing her job. Now, excuse me. Why would you care about that woman's job who's in charge of patient care? She's the first point of contact with a patient.
Mm-hmm.
But she wants the lady at Target to get fired. She flat out says it. This is going to go way over your head.
Well,
above your
everything she said happened to her. Karma's a bitch.
Stupid?
No.
Why the you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt. You support a racist. No, the opinion is he's a racist and you support him.
That's your opinion.
And you should not be allowed to wear that. This is going to be taken above your That's insane.
Yep, like a good Karen trying to get that poor woman sacked. That's just part of the tirade that woman was subjected to from the crazy Karen. She's the one who posted it. The Karen is the one who thought she looked good in that video. She posted it expecting to get applause. Instead, that woman, who's believed to work at the Enloe Health Medical Center in Northern California, is now being investigated by her workplace, who say they are deeply concerned about the tenor of the post, really. We ask for patience and calm as we conduct our own internal investigation of this matter. I don't know how much of an investigation they need, John. The video was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I think we just investigated a moment ago, Rita. I think that's pretty much all you need to know. But, this woman displayed liberal privilege. Liberals think they can do this. They think they could just walk up to somebody in a store and start swearing at her.
Use the word people, okay? Don't use the word left, right, conservative, Republican, liberal, libertarian. Don't do that. Just say this person thinks she is so entitled that she can do this. Yes, we all know by now about all of her social media posts. Let's not put everybody in one box.
Attacking her, calling Charlie Kirk a racist, suggesting she's going to go to this woman's manager and try to get her fired. Liberals think they can do this kind of thing because they live in a bubble. And the fact that the woman who attacked this poor Target employee went and posted the video, she was proud of it. Her friends undoubtedly think, oh, yeah, that was great. Way to go. And this is what I call liberal privilege. They actually think they can take these kinds of liberties.
They do. It's called the awful phenomenon. I think it's quite prevalent amongst women, sadly, affluent white female leftists. And this is how they behave. It is just vile, but some good news for that Target worker. Give, Send, Go, a Christian crowdfunding website, has identified her. Her name is Jeannie, and they've already raised over $120,000 for her. And they said, we're hoping to raise enough money so that she can afford a much-needed vacation, a time for her to relax, recharge, and just forget about the ugliness. Yes, and forget about the demonic Karens of this world. John Hinderaker.
You know what was about to happen to Jeannie Beeman when that went live? There was people that were trying to attack her. She couldn't go to work. She couldn't go to work.
Oh, my God.
Because at first, when it spread on, Monday into Tuesday, they said there's a racist working there. V. Oakley said, most of us don't give a crap about your affiliations. That is true. Moon Magic, she's like, I'm a liberal, but not an asshole. There you go.
Yeah. This isn't about politics. This is basic human decency. Come on.
Human decency. She is an old woman, and nobody had any business bothering her at her job, going to her house, or any of the things that obviously Michaela Ponce, her and her husband want to do. Listen, their little social media posts aren't going to change a damn thing.
Mm-mm.
And
just for them, I guess, which is deserving. But they won't do it anymore.
Well, they're not doing anything anymore because it looks like a lot of stuff's going on. I mean, a lot of people, that's what happens.
But, I guess a lot of people don't realize even, I know they do this for nurses, is that they look at your social media and everything when you're looking for a job,
Mm-hmm.
And nurses are like other people or medical assistants or whatever, do no harm. Okay, well, if you're going to go out here and show your ass in public and then it becomes a viral thing, or even if it doesn't become viral, I'm not going to hire you because you're not somebody that represents what we want represented. That's just me.
Or keep your shit private and keep it personal to yourself and around just you and your family. Don't put things out publicly. That way, when you go to look for a job, all you have to do is present a resume. This is what I can do for the job. And when I'm shopping at Target, you'll never know that I harassed an old lady. The sad fact of the matter is, it would have been found anyway, because other people in the store were getting upset, and that's come out later. The only reason that Michaela Ponce has no criminal charges against her is, well, because it's a 3 strikes you're out type of thing in California. She's got a bunch against her, and Jeannie would just really rather be nice to her.
Right.
You could obviously see she was scared.
Yeah. Ooh, boy.
And the thing is, I mean, Michaela Ponce and her husband, they wanted the attention, and now they're getting it.
Well, you got it, honey. You got it. Sitting there worrying about somebody else's job. Now you got to worry about your own. And when you take care of people in healthcare anyway, you're taking care of people that are really not even in a good mood sometimes. I mean, you've got people being sick and not at their best. I mean, somebody like this does not have patience and compassion for other people. That's just ridiculous behavior.
It is ridiculous behavior, and they just need to calm down, okay? It's like V. Oakley said, someone could cause an elderly person to have a heart attack. And that's what I was worried about. I was like, damn, she's going to keep stalking her in this store till that woman's going to drop dead.
Right. You never know. You never know.
I mean, she could have a stroke. She could have anything else, all because she's all upset about.
Well, she almost tripped and fell down when she was walking away, and that little red Santa suit looking thing or whatever it was in the way of the buggy. And she reached down to get it. She kind of tripped up a little bit. I mean, she could have even fallen down because she's probably just, trying to get away from her.
And again, Target signs her check. They direct deposit it into her account every month. If they have no issue with the shirt she was wearing or the shirts that the kids are wearing out in the parking lot, where they have the Charlie Kirk hoodies on, and they take the shopping carts in, then what business is it of Michaela Ponce's?
It's none of her business.
Find another Target or find something else. I don't tell you. That's weird. I mean, I walk into a store. Like I said, I've been in some aisles and I'm like, yeah, not today, Satin. I'm not dealing with all this. Too many people in here. No, No. I'll come back around later. But yeah, I'm not going to go across the store with my phone on, and accost an elderly lady.
Yeah, she's just harassing her. Yeah.
She wouldn't stop either.
Mm.
I mean, the best thing Jeannie could have done besides what she did, which was take the higher road and just say, oh, okay, that's your opinion, and just go back to doing her job. Now, remember, she wears hearing aids too. So she probably didn't know everything that was being said. The best thing she could have done was, gone to her manager, who was 26 freaking years old, and said, I need this person, taken out of the store. And they could have arrested her for trespassing. I mean, it could have been simple that day.
Right.
All right, you all. Well, I'm glad we got to do this show. Okay. Oh, Terry said she wanted content for her channel and she got it. The wrong content, but she got it. But the funny thing is, TikTok shut down her channel. Boom. Gone. They said she dirty deleted it. Nope. Didn't happen that way. Guess who got the money? TikTok. So that's what happens when you fuck around and find out. Someone's going to make the money when you put it on their platform. And it's not going to be Michaela Ponce.
Exactly.
And I still don't know in her mind what she really thought was going to happen with her harassing this old lady. Why didn't she pick on the kids in the parking lot? Probably because she was afraid she'd get her ass beat. I mean, why didn't she go to the manager and say, you've got people around here wearing a Freedom t-shirt? Just what are you talking about type of thing? No, she went straight for the most vulnerable, and that's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know when it became okay for, everybody to go crazy in society when they disagree with somebody else, but it's just really not something that needs to continue.
Yeah. Yeah, as Jeannie Beeman is walking away and she's screaming, you piece of shit, you piece of shit. Okay. Well, I don't think she's a piece of shit. She's a recent widow. She has kids. She has grandkids. And the predatory behavior that this woman did, whatever it's for, clout on TikTok, or because she feels that strongly against the t-shirt, I don't know. But we do know everything that went down that day on the foothills of Michaela Ponce is wrong.
Absolutely.
I mean, wrong. I mean, yes, she lost her job. She did. And that's between her and her employer.
Exactly. It's not that lady's fault. She didn't start any of this.
And every state, they're either right to work or at-will employers, unless you work for the government. That's totally different. I mean, hell, you could milk off that forever and a day. But they will say, yeah. So you have you're at will to show up to work, and we're at will to keep writing you a paycheck. And seeing how you treated this woman out of nowhere tells us that you don't know how to treat patients. Plus, they probably have a lot of other things in her HR file.
Oh, yeah. It could have been the straw that broke the camel's back. You never know.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, and 6,000 people shouldn't have called Enloe. It wasn't their business. And that's the truth.
Right.
And those 6,000 people are probably bots from TikTok, if you really want to know the truth.
Gotcha.
All right, you all, you enjoy the rest of your Friday. I'm going to go make my husband a meatloaf and probably wrap a couple more Christmas presents. Love you bunches. And on an ending note, Ange.
Yes, ma'am.
If you were in charge of Michaela Ponce and she was under you and you got that video, what would you, how would you handle it?
I would write her up. And if she had enough write-ups, I would terminate her. I can't trust her in a closed door at night with two vulnerable old people. Can't do it. I can't trust her to not talk to somebody like trash because, they have on a Bernie Sanders shirt. I can't trust her. I mean, how far do you want to take this? You're wearing a yellow shirt, a blue shirt, a green shirt. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous.
You're exactly right. I mean, a lot of things have happened with people in their social media, especially with educators and, medical professional. They're like, well, are you going to treat this person fair because you don't agree with how they think? Are you going to treat this person fair, especially in a medical environment, because the way they think? And that's how it goes. So it's probably...
And there's not only legal and professional ethics, but there's also professional standards of behavior and conduct that something like this goes directly against your employee handbook, and it goes directly against being a provider of health care. Thank you so much for letting me come up. I appreciate it.
Well, anytime, girlfriend. Retro wants the link, so let's see if she's going to come up. Ah, there she is. Your camera's on, Retro. What's up, Retro girl?
No, I was that little purple devil there next to what I said was because I was feeling outnumbered, so I had to say some stuff. I was being outnumbered politically in the discussion, so I was having to throw my weight around a little bit. That was what was going on there. No, I think that Ponce Michaela lady was pretty horrible.
What do you mean you're outnumbered politically in the discussion? Let's see. Actually, there's a lot more Democrats in here than Republicans. Who said anything to you?
Okay, no, I'm fine. I was just having to have a little bit of fun with things. That was what the purple devil's for. I wasn't serious. But the more I'm seeing of this Michaela, it's not even funny. After you played that video for talking to her elder that way, I was pretty grossed out and couldn't even joke about giving her a raise or anything like that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, Susan just said, I never want her to feel attacked. I didn't see anyone say anything except for people saying it was totally.
Oh no, I don't know. I wasn't feeling attacked at all. It was kind of I've made jokes before about politics because I kind of I guess I come in and I expect to be outnumbered, and I kind of make jokes about that from time to time. No, I'm fine. I'm not upset about anything.
Oh no, I got it. I just want to make sure nobody was doing anything to you. I mean,
No,
hell,
I've been nobody's been doing anything.
I'm outnumbered. I'm outnumbered. I've got you, and I got Ange. Ange is a Bernie Sanders fan.
Oh, I can't hear anything.
What do you mean?
Huh?
Hello? Hello?
Weird. I cannot hear a darn thing.
I can hear you. Can anyone hear me? Okay. Well, she said she can't hear me. I don't know what happened. Well, I love you guys so much, and I am going to start making a meatloaf for dinner tonight. So good. Greg will love that. And then I will see you guys back here on Monday or in Discord or on Facebook. Love ya.